Well, Nashville's International Airport may get a new name in honor of Dolly Parton. Tennessee Governor Bill Lee announcing he will seek to rename BNA in.
Okay, hold on. We just lost an absolute American treasure. Dolly Parton was a legend who represented the very best of Tennessee and our country. The people want to honor her in a massive way. Governor Bill Lee just stepped up and announced he is leading the charge to rename the Nashville airport after her. But if you think the local bureaucrats are going to just let this happen without a fight, you have not been paying attention to how these people operate.
Honor of the country music icon. She passed away Tuesday at the age of 80. The city will take up the proposal next.
So here is the catch. The city council and the airport authority are completely terrified of this grassroots movement. According to reports from the New York Times, the airport authority has a dusty little policy from 2010. That policy claims you cannot name a property after someone unless they have been deceased for at least 2 years. It sounds like standard red tape, right? But wait until you hear how they weaponized this exact same rule just last year.
Next month. And Trace, I'm hoping it's one of these least controversial proposals ever in the history of naming anything. I spent a lot of time in the.
Here is the context they are trying to hide. Back in 2025, conservative lawmakers introduced a brilliant bill to rename this exact same airport after President Donald Trump. And what did the Liberal Airport Board do? They threw a fit and pulled out that exact same 2-year rule to block the Trump proposal dead in its tracks. They used a bureaucratic technicality to silence conservative voices. Now they are trapped by their own ridiculous precedent. But watch how conservatives respond.
That airport, I would love to just call it, Dolly International. Seems like
Dolly
a very fitting
International.
tribute.
The expansion of
This is where it gets incredibly satisfying. State Senator Todd Warner is the man who sponsored the original bill to honor Trump. Does he hold a grudge? No. According to Global News, Warner just announced he is personally introducing the legislation to rename it for Dolly Parton. He even said President Trump would be completely fine with Dolly getting the honor. That is the difference between us and them. We build things up. Now listen very closely to what the anchor says next.
Dolly World or Dolly World International. It's just kind of it's a great.
There it is. Read those words again. It is a great tribute. Tell me I am wrong in the comments, but this is exactly what unifying patriotism looks like. The left tries to divide us by tearing down statues of our founders and renaming schools after radical activists. We want to name our front doors after a woman who gave away millions of books to children and brought joy to the entire world. And the momentum right now is absolutely unstoppable.
It's a great tribute to Dolly Parton. It would be.
Least we could possibly do to thank her for all the goodwill she put into the world.
More than 133,000 people have already signed the petition. The governor is fully on board. The state legislature is rallying behind it. If the airport authority tries to use their little 2-year rule to block Dolly Parton, they will be facing a political earthquake. The people elected a governor, not a temporary bureaucrat to push around. This is a massive victory for common sense. Check out my last video where we exposed another ridiculous bureaucratic meltdown.